It's beautiful, and it's 58 degrees. It's super exciting. This project just keeps growing and growing. Release day is the biggest holiday. We look forward to it every year. We're here by the generous graces of the landowner. We call all our friends. We want them to come out and help celebrate this milestone. It's spiky and spiny, and there are snakes and things, so we usually start quite early in the morning. Don't say I didn't warn you.
They call it Release Day, but for the people gathered here, it's a once-in-a-lifetime event. Andy Gluesenkamp and his staff from the San Antonio Zoo have an enormous task awaiting them. There are 50 tiny young Texas horned lizards, that's horny toads to most of us, who are about to see their new home. 2,000 acres of prime, untamed Texas pasture in the hill country.
Staff will lovingly and carefully package up all our horned lizards that are ready to go out in the field. We want to get started early in the morning before lizards wake up.
Are you guys ready?
Who wants to be the first one to release lizard? Okay. So we're just gonna pick out one lizard and we're basically gonna put them right at the base of this flag. Okay, our camera's ready. Okay, so I'll kind of set him there. And you can kind of put him near the base of the flag. And let him go. Yeah, you can just let him. Yay! Awesome. Bye-bye, little one.
It's a wonderful feeling, especially after having doted on their growth, when you can put that individual back on the landscape and think that that might be that one that helps spark that fire that sweeps across the landscape and brings them back like they used to be.
What you got in that pocket? Why, ain't he a Jim Dandy? Finest looking horned toad I ever seen.
There is really no need to remind anyone the impact of the horned lizard on the culture of Texas. Few other creatures are more aligned with the Lone Star State than the horny toad. If you grew up in Texas and you have gray hair, we all remember when the little guys were, well, just about everywhere. I mean, what other wild animal could just sit in your hand, content and confident, like a horny toad? For many people, it would be their closest contact with wildlife ever.
Turn this way. There you go. There you go.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, it was awesome. They're so gentle. They're very gentle creatures.
Just to clear the air, they're not in danger of going extinct anywhere.
Well, you could fool most Texans.
Yeah, because you can't find them anymore.
Yes, so since the 1950s, they've disappeared from about a third of their range in Texas, which happens to be where about 80% of Texans live. So their absence is deeply felt by many, many people.
I got one of the little guys.
Texans are proud of horned lizards. It's sort of an image of the Southwest. Everyone can take some pride in having the Texas horned lizard as our state reptile.
There you go.
So, you know, the release area, the treatment area, it comes like this, it goes over there, and then like there's the other one. 30 people here today releasing 50 lizards. I've released a lot of lizards. I get to play with them all the time.
Next is C21105, and that is Pancake.
How you doing, Pancake? This is what we like to call the horned lizard factory. The idea behind it is that we're trying to produce as many lizards here to release into the wild as possible.
He might be a little sleepy.
This is so far behind the scenes at the zoo that most zoo employees don't even know what goes on here.
29.44.
One of the things that struck all of us is the individual personalities from one lizard to another. They're not just little solar-powered robots. They have personalities.
It looks like she's trying to tell him she's interested by head bobbing. He's still kind of exploring.
With names like George, Viviana, Pancake, Mrs. Kipling, and Maria, the horned lizards and their intimate encounters are carefully documented. These pairs have resulted in hundreds of healthy youngsters reintroduced to the Texas landscape.
Hey there, Maria. This is Maria. Maria is a hero because what she will be doing is helping to reestablish this species that's so dearly missed by Texans. Her part in this project is to produce babies that are going to help put them back where Texans miss them most. It feels like a big job for such a small lizard, but that's how it starts.
We're doing it together.
Together? Okay, well, we have 3 of them.
It's really wonderful looking around out here and seeing these groups of people with huge smiles on their faces releasing baby horned lizards into the wild. Better than releasing a lizard myself is getting to watch all of these other people release lizards. For some of them, it's the first time in their life that they've ever been that close to a Texas horned lizard. For others, it's the first time in 50 years that they've been that close to a horned lizard. So that's the best thing about today for me.
Okay, are you comfortable kneeling down? Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'll just hand you one, and you'll set him down right by the base of the flag.
Yeah, there you go.
Andy Gluesenkamp watches over this small step in a long journey, lifting the numbers of a beloved creature once again for all Texans.
Oh, it is precious.
I don't know anyone who's participated in the horned lizard release who hasn't been deeply moved. The horned lizards just really strike close to home.
There you go. Feisty little thing. He was like, I'm out.
Having the opportunity to make that impact on a couple of dozen people once a year is worth it. It's worth it for that.